Hello.
Hey,
How you doing? So, welcome to another episode of Chit Chat Chew Show podcast where we chit, chat, and chew it. Chew it up. That's what
yes,
we do.
yes, we do.
So, we welcome you to our 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time podcast, or if you're on the West Coast or Pacific Standard Time, it is from 4 to 6 p.m. So we are really tired, so bear with us, okay?
We're
And
gonna get through
we're
this,
going to get through this evening. Make sure that my stuff is all prepared
and
because,
make sure you guys are satisfied at the same time.
yes,
We're gonna give it all we got the best way we can.
yes. And as you know, and if you've been watching us from the beginning, you know that we talk about everything from the most uncomfortable to whatever.
NT, we just mix
NT,
it all up.
NT thing.
Yeah.
So,
Say that again.
NT thing. So, I am one of the co-hosts. My name is Aisha, or a lot of you know me as Jade. And the other co-host is.
The other host is Uno, and everybody knows me as Uno. And honestly, some people know me as Uno, but just call me Uno. The Chit Chat Chew Show podcast.
Okay, so we hope that everybody had a wonderful weekend and that you enjoyed your today, which is Monday, and continue to enjoy your Monday and enjoy your evening as well. So we're going to jump right in. And one of the first conversations that we're going to have is coming from CNN, and it is an NFL Titan star, Jurrell Casey, says he'll protest during anthem and take the fine. If the NFL thinks its new rule designed to quell player protests will end its national anthem, it may want to think again. With less than 3 weeks to go until the start of preseason, Tennessee Titans star defensive end Jurrell Casey told CNN Sport on Wednesday in an exclusive interview he will remain on the field and protest during the U.S. national anthem while accepting any fines levied on him this season. He says, "I'm going to take this fine this year. Why not?" says Casey at an NFL promotional event in London. "I'm going to protest during the flag. That's what I'm going to say now." Casey, coming off 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances with the Titans, is the most prominent player so far to state his intention to flout the new NFL rules, which dictate that players must either stand and show respect for the flag and the anthem or remain out of public view in the locker room. The move by owners stems from the silent protest that began in 2016 when then San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick kneeled during the anthem to draw attention to racial injustice. It also brought the wrath of U.S. President Donald Trump, who in 2017 said players kneeling down showed total disrespect for our great country.
Great country, my ass.
Right. Flag.
Flag.
As Trump weighed in on the debate last season, team owners and players searched for ways to protest in a unified manner. Last September, Jacksonville Jaguars owner Shahid Khan locked arms with his players before a game at London's Wembley Stadium, while Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones knelt down with his entire team before the playing of the national anthem. By October, Jones said the league was suffering negative effects from these protests and threatened to bench any player who took a knee. I'm going to take my fine. NFL fines will be billed to teams who have it in their discretion to enforce pregame anthem observations as they see fit. The NFL did not specify the amount of fines and left open the option of fining players directly by imposing appropriate discipline on league personnel who do not stand and show respect for the flag and the anthem. Flag and anthem. Get out of here.
Shaking my head.
The rules were approved by all 32 NFL owners, with at least one San Francisco 49er owner, Jed York, abstaining, while New York Jets co-owner Christopher Johnson said he would absorb any fines on behalf of his protesting players. All right, for New York Jets.
All right.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Titans controlling owner Amy Adams Strunk has indicated she accepts her players' rights to remain in the locker room, though has not made any public comment on those who protest on the field. It is unclear so far whether the NFL will have a zero-tolerance policy toward any form of protest surrounding the anthem, though at least one player appears set to test the boundaries. I'm going to take my fine, Casey added. It is what it is. I ain't going to let them stop me from doing what I want to do. If they want to have these battles between players and organizations, this is the way it's going to be. I hear you.
Hey.
The veteran going into his 8th NFL season with the Titans noticed that his actions will be a continuation from his protest last year, where he raised a fist. Raised a fist after the anthem was played and wanted to be respectful. The 28-year-old signed a $60.4 million 4-year extension with the Titans in 2017, including $40 million of it guaranteed, according to the NFL. This says, headline, guys are definitely not happy about it. Neither Casey nor any of his Tennessee teammates have taken a knee during the anthem since the protests were sparked by former 49ers quarterback Kaepernick. A former Super Bowl starting quarterback Kaepernick did not latch onto a team last season and had a tryout with the Seattle Seahawks canceled in April after he would not rule out protesting the anthem. Kaepernick's situation does not sit well with Casey. I think he definitely deserves it, he said. For all these trash quarterbacks you see that get a shot, that come in and sit on the bench all day, you got a starting quarterback that's out there that can go out there, okay? You know he has the skill set to be a starting quarterback, and you hold him out just because he is speaking his mind. Does that not surprise you people? Not at all.
No, hypocrisy of America was new.
Right. At the end of the day, he speaks volumes on what these people really think about you. Let me see. I'm going to go down a little bit, people, because it's going to be on the page. Okay. I think I can pretty much read it all. Okay, let me see where it's at, because it's not my fault. It's not really that much more. Kaepernick situation does not sit well, blah, blah, blah. You go out there and play. Okay, about him speaking volumes, yes, on what these people really think about you. He's standing up for what he believes. People do it every day, whatever color, whatever shade. They do it every day.
This when you stand in your truth, you're always going to have enemies against you.
Absolutely.
And just people not even your enemy, but they turn your enemies because you walk in truth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a given.
Casey said he had not spoken to his coach, Mike Vrabel, or his Titan teammates about his decision, but was certain other players would follow suit in their own ways. Around the NFL, guys are definitely not happy about it, he said. I feel it's not right. I don't think it was a good decision for the NFL to come up with that ruling, but they have their reasons for what they've done. Of course they do.
Right.
Additionally, Casey said he was prepared for published backlash during the season. Included in Trump's slew of harsh criticisms of the NFL protests last year was a call on owners to get that son of a bitch off the field. That's not my words. This is your president's words, okay?
Who y'all voted for?
Yes, this is your
and
president.
Coons too. I ain't gonna forget black people because there's some coons that voted for Trump.
Trump was also not impressed by the new NFL rule, blasting it at a rally in July, asking, quote unquote, isn't that worse than not standing, unquote? There is always going to be blowback. That is what America is about, Casey said. They always like to go on social media and go hard. It is what it is at the end of the day. I don't pay no mind to it. I'm going to do what I do that's going to bring light to my community. At the end of the day, we got to do a job, added Casey. But I will continue to use my platform to keep on speaking up. Next, it's not about the anthem. 5 other NFL players attended the London event, which featured a flag football tournament among youth players, with most indicating their desire to move on from the controversy. I take great pride in our national anthem, said Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo. My grandfather served for the States in World War II. I represented my country for our under 17 soccer national team, so that's important to me. I can't speak on other guys, but I will certainly be standing and singing regardless. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Matt Hollins has a younger brother in the Marines, but the recent Super Bowl champion did not want to engage in a discussion on how the players viewed the new rules. Blue. I'll do whatever the team does. I'm not really into that, he said. I play ball. Really, that's all I care about. LA Chargers linebacker Kyle Emmanuel and Seattle Seahawks cornerback Nico Thorpe were equally uninterested in the topic, but not Casey, who stressed that ultimately the protest was a means to draw attention to social injustice in the U.S., a consistent message among players who have been vocal. It's not necessarily about the anthem. That's where everybody's messing up, he said. The way that the justice system treats minorities is the issue that we have. 3 NFL games will be staged in London later this year, with the Seattle Seahawks playing the Oakland Raiders at English Premier League club Tottenham's new stadium on October the 14th. And finally, the other 2 games were at Wembley Stadium with the Titans facing the Los Angeles Chargers on October 21st, while the Philadelphia Eagles play the Jaguars on October 28th. So I thought that was a pretty interesting article, because honestly, people, I'm just reading it now. But yeah, I mean, you have to stand in his square, standing in his truth about what he feel, how he feels he's standing. He's been standing in it so far, and he hasn't come down off of it.
Yeah, he hasn't budged at all.
So I can respect him for that. But we had this.
I highly respect him though.
Yeah, like we had his president. Like, y'all guys, I mean, he just kind of told y'all how he was going to act. He's so ratchet, Trump. Really?
He's just unfiltered.
He's just unfiltered,
Yes,
so unprofessional as
right.
a president.
Right.
And yet people still support him. To each his own.
Because
they want
the old Jim Crow back.
Right.
That's all that it is. And it gives white people a vessel, an outlet to be who they are now that Trump's in office now. They're revealing who they really are.
Some of them
they've
really
been all
have
along.
a lot of balls with certain things.
But they've been like that all along.
But they've been like that. Right. They've been hiding it, but they're coming out now because they like, oh, Trump then has paved the way.
Please, he's like people, Jesus to them or something.
Right. Right. Like, just please don't think we're all like scared and intimidated, because we're not.
Nah.
But I appreciate him and can respect that
ancestors.
Right. I appreciate him and can respect him for standing in his truth, while others don't want to say anything. And again, if that's what you want to do, that's just what you want to do. But
I will say this by you ending with that note. So if something racist happens, or there's a racial situation, there's no need to say anything. Then you might as well just shut the hell up, suck it up, and be a coon and get your money, right? Mm-hmm. So there should be no complaint about what white people do if you decide not to speak up. Can't have it one way. I mean, you can't have it both ways. It's got to be one or the other. Mm-hmm. So that's all I can say to that. There's always consequences to everything.
Everything. Always. Always. Please, people, don't think that you're going to be excluded, because you're not. I'm sorry. I'm just it's looking crooked. Okay, I guess it's okay. But right, you're right. Don't mind me, people. Right. You're right about that. There's consequences to everything, good or bad consequences, like it is good or bad karma. So you have choices. It's a choice. You definitely have choices on what you're going to do.
Well, I don't feel sorry for these coons, so they can miss me with a weakness I don't have time for and don't want to even listen to, because it's a bunch of foolery. It's just it's a cop-out to me to not speak about what you deal with on a daily basis as a black person, because not only affects not just in real life, but it affects every arena. It doesn't matter if it's entertainment, it doesn't matter if it's in the job field, it doesn't matter if it's on the street, any kind of social interaction or political move or some political issue. Racism is always going to play a role in it every time. Mm-hmm. No matter the capacity, no matter the degree, it's always going to have a place in something. But what irritates me is how black people try to get around it as if it's going to go away if they just play along. When the same people you're trying to play along with still don't like you, regardless if you kiss their ass or be their friends. They're not your friend. You their enemy, far as they're concerned. They just tolerate you. So it's kind of like, what is the point of sucking up and kissing ass to them, when they're going to turn their back on you anyway? It just defeats the whole purpose. So you might as well just be for your people and go for the gusto and stand on your square and don't budge. Can't be weak. Got too many, we already got too many weak black men. We don't need no more at all. We need some strong ones that's going to represent the community the right way. That's what we need, some strong black men right now, because it's looking ugly out here. And I'm tired of seeing the weakness. It's pathetic, Jade. It's really pathetic. Seriously.
I mean, it is. It's sad, and it needs to happen sooner than later.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, I understand you got to make your money. You have to eat. You got to feed your family, not just yourself, but your family. And, I get it. But at the same time, where does the line draw? Do you have any kind of dignity, any kind of morals, any kind of principle? You know what I mean? Like,
I understand. I'm paying attention to Uno, as well as I'm inviting some of you people out here.
So as she invite y'all, come on into the conversation.
Come on and
join
yes,
in.
definitely.
So I'm not disappointed. I just careless about them. It's like, People sell out for anything just to get attention, just to have some little bit of fame, have some money, success, and materialism, and it's not even worth it at the end of the day. It's not even worth your dignity at all. You have to stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Even if, even if it costs you your life, but you can't allow people to just control you in every aspect of your life. You got to take control somewhere, but Black people have a tendency to allow people to just run over them and control them, and they're not doing anything because the people that control them have the positions of power to dictate how they operate, and also where they can maintain living. I don't know. It's just, I just don't. I mean, I don't.
People don't want to talk about it. It's a shame that I don't know. Have the right if they're not comfortable about talking about it and things, but who always wants to talk about, and I mean no harm, and I know it goes back to it. I'm the type of person, let me speak about self. I'm the type of person that I'm diverse. I want to be diverse in conversation. Okay, I can talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can talk about I can talk about reality shows and talk about the Marvel shows on Hulu and Netflix, but then I want to talk about real things that's happening, because like the Marvel, that's entertaining.
Right.
Real life, those reality shows, they're entertaining, but at the end of the day,
it's distracting you.
Yeah, it's distracting for it. It has been distracting to me. I like that. As much as it is uncomfortable for me, a lot of these topics that we talk about, some of them are uncomfortable. And just here in the real world, outside of this podcast, there are real life things that are going on in every city that we live in. And it has to be faced.
That's true. At some point, yeah.
At some point in time.
Yeah.
So why not mix it up? People want to sweep it under the rug, but if we talk about TD Jakes, and if we talk about all of these
Tyler Perry
and all of these celebrity things, all the time, that's gonna just really take my mind way somewhere where I don't need it to take me.
It's gonna cloud you from reality. And that is the whole point of having entertainment, to distract you from what's really going on, and does distract people. And it's effective.
Right. And people definitely say, like, it takes off of what they're going through. And I'm not saying that I don't get it, but I also want to face the fact again that there are real life things that's going on, such like this and other shows and topics that we've had. And at some point in time, you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you're going to have to deal with.
Can't hide under the rock forever.
Right. And you can't always drink your way out of it.
Smoke your way out
of it. Or some form of addiction that whatever you do, you're going to have to come back into the reality rim of it and going to have to deal with it. What about if it hits home for you guys? What then? What you going to do? Sweep it under the rug and act like it don't exist? Drink it, smoke it away, do whatever you do, the nasty habits that we tend to have. I mean, that's only a Band-Aid. At the end of the day, that Band-Aid comes off and you still going to have to deal with it. When you come off of that high, or whatever high that is, you're still in that same, that problem is still there.
Same dark place. Because that's where it's at. You're in that same dark place.
Right.
And you have to face yourself. Again.
Again.
And
again.
It's a cycle. How you going to break the cycle, though?
Right.
When you're going to break the cycle. How and when.
Or are you that type of person, excuse me while I'm talking and typing, yes I am, or are you just going to be like, well, whatever. A lot of people have that mentality, and again, there's no judgment on my end, but just being observant, a lot of people are like, well, you know, it doesn't affect me. But to a degree, I feel like certain things that go on do affect me. You don't necessarily have to have it happen to you, but I'm thinking more of a village or a community.
Yeah, affects everybody.
So, like, Uno knows, like, there are things that happen out here. Like, I'm in love with this dog that's in my neighborhood. I'm telling you, if somebody tried to hurt that dog, I probably would snap, and it's not my dog. But animals are creature are here because of the creator, the universe. And when you're hurting them for no reason,
you're hurting the creator.
You're hurting the creator.
And they're harmless. What has the dog done to you? Tell me. The dog is harmless. It just wants to be loved. And it wants you to play with. That's it. As long as you feed it and give it water, whatever else, and take care of it to the extensive needs it needs, then you're okay. But yeah, I get what you're saying on
right. And I used to be terrified of animals. I'm still a little iffy about, certain animals, yes, and bugs, but
all bugs.
But speaking specifically of dogs, I used to be terrified because of the trauma that I experienced when I was younger, and I thought it was I don't like to use the word, but I hated animals. But now, just through my recovery, knowing that really it was not the animals, it was the humans that was making the animals become vicious and attack. I love animals. I've had pit bulls. I've had German shepherds. I've been around different types of dogs and cats and things of that nature. So just as we are supposed to value, just as the creator or the universe values, we're beautiful within that creator or universe's sight or whatever, so are the animals. We're all put here for a purpose. But also with that, and I'll be quiet, like I said before, like there's a lot of stuff going on in this world. Homelessness and pedophile and mental illness and
it always roots to that though.
the disrespect of elders and the disrespect of children and just the disrespect of humanity,
rape and killing.
For me, knowing what goes on in real life, and then I'm turning to the reality shows. That messes with my psyche. Now everybody else can do whatever they want.
It disturbs your mind.
It does. It disturbs my mind. And I was a big person that was looking at a lot of reality. And again, I don't knock anybody for because if that's your tea, that's your tea. It's no judgment. Enjoy it. But I need some mixture of conversation and
I want more things I want more things that are important in life. I like to talk about that. It's nothing wrong, like you said, nothing wrong with tea, but I don't want a balance of it. I want it to be more things that's important over the things that's not important. Because most times I do discuss things that's more like, even though if whoever's following me on my social media pages, you know how I get down. Most of the time I post things that are important. Not to say I don't post silly stuff or have some tea, you know, in the post here and there. That's fine.
Right.
But for the most part, I want to talk about things that has some meaning, that's affecting the world, that where I can actually have dialogue with people and I can connect with people who have like minds and, just talk about things that are, things that could bring awareness, even stand in my truth of what I say. But I get what you're saying. I prefer to have what's important over.
I do too.
Right.
I do too. But I like to have a little twist. Because anybody that's following me, my mini 3,000 almost hitting the limit probably.
Time to unfriend some people.
And it's time to definitely unfriend. My mom will definitely get there to unfriend people. And it's coming from both sides. So it's not personal, because if I'm not interacting with you, I don't need to be on your page, and vice versa. If we're not interacting together, then it's no reason for us to be friends just to say, oh, I'm trying to build something up, because we're really not building anything.
Right.
We're just really just taking up space, in my opinion.
So, being nosy.
Right. That too. A lot of them being being nosy. And
We're
I
gonna
gotta say, if you got something that's interesting, I will take it from your page, like we all do. Let's be honest with that. We all do, right?
Yep.
But at the end of the day,
I do.
Right.
I'm a troll. I'm letting y'all know I'm a troll, especially on Instagram. I'm trolling everybody's page. I don't give a damn who you are, female, male. I'm trolling your page.
But at the end of the day, and I believe it's for me, and I can only speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else. You silly.
But I'm being dead ass.
But you're serious. So for me, I just think with growth, right? With growth, I'm just seeing more things. I'm more just on the conscious community. What can we do? Business.
Just conscious minded stuff.
Right. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, because I act a fool. Honey.
I know.
Y'all don't even see it. I
y'all
act a fool.
Y'all ain't seen the fool Jay yet.
I act a fool. Like, I have to put on this air, of course, when I'm at work, because I have to put on the air, because really, I can't stand customer service sometimes. I got to be honest. I can't stand it. They want you to be a robot, and I'm a human being. I'm not a robot as of this point in present time.
I got a lot of them coming.
So, sometimes you're going to take me off my twist. I try to keep it as steady as possible.
But there's a lot of companies do that, though.
Well, they do that anyway. A lot of companies do, because they say that the customer is right. Right. Okay, that's wrong for me. The customer is not always right.
I disagree with that.
No,
I don't think so. Nah.
So, but when I'm outside my job, when I'm around Uno, or when I'm around comfortable, real down to earth people, which is far and few, I cut a fool. I love to enjoy life, and trust me, we all have stories.
She funny, y'all. I want y'all to know that.
To have a good time, because we have one life and we have to enjoy it. It's not all about work.
You don't have to be serious all the time.
You don't.
Like, get the stick out your butt.
And I got a lot going on, but
get the stick out your butt.
I just love to just be able to feel comfortable around people
and lighten up.
So I love exploring and researching and having conversations about things, because we need to get out of that mind frame that, it's not me, so I don't care. It's our community, so you should care. But then again, when something happens to someone close to you want somebody to stop, drop, and roll and focus the attention on you.
And what if they don't give you the attention?
Exactly?
I feel like that's kind of karma in a way. I mean, because you wasn't doing the same thing, and then when it's finally done to you, you can't deal with it. So to end it off with what you're saying,
I'm done. I'm inviting people. Sorry,
I'm just gonna say
I'm done.
people have to be more aware of what's going on in the world. Be more conscious of what's going on around them. Research, study, read to know what's out here. Don't be oblivious to life, because the reality is it's there, and there's no hiding, there's no ducking, there's no putting the wolves over your eyes. You can't be lost forever now. At some point, you got to awaken yourself, awaken your mind. You got to elevate. And that's what I'm going to say to that. I'm going to end it with what I just said.
Do you have any additional information on?
Yeah, it's just a little piece.
Please do.
This is coming from foxnews.com. I'm just going to read a small portion, because actually most of this stuff in this article is pretty much everything Jay said in the CNN article, excuse me. So, but I want to read the headline. It says, Tennessee Titans Jurrell Casey says he plans to keep protesting and will take my fine in upcoming NFL season report. And this article was published July 18th. Let's see. I'll read this first part and then things, because I don't have to reiterate what she said, because it's already been said. Despite a recently imposed NFL rule regarding players and personnel behavior during the national anthem, one Tennessee Titans player reportedly said he'll take a fine this year and continue to protest during the flag. NFL defensive end Jurrell Casey intends to keep holding up his fist in protest following the conclusion of the Star Spangled Banner, like he did during the 2017 season, regardless of the fines that may come his way, he told CNN Sport while attending an event in London on Wednesday. Let's see. Okay, so the NFL adopted a policy in May stating that it would penalize teams and league personnel who do not stand and show respect for the flag and the anthem while on the field. A statement from League Commissioner Roger Goodell said the new policy withdrew the requirement for players to stand on the field during the song, and anyone who decided not to stand for the anthem could remain in the locker room until its conclusion. A club will be fined by the league if its personnel are on the field and do not stand and show respect for the flag and anthem, the statement said. The commissioner will impose appropriate discipline on league personnel who do not stand and show respect for the flag and anthem. Earlier this month, the NFL Players Association filed a grievance against the league over the policy, arguing that it infringed on the athletes' rights. So, and I'm not going to read anything else because Jade already said most of the things that is saying in this article in Fox News. I will say that these brothers, no matter if it's just Jurrell Casey, if any brother that feels the way Jurrell Casey feels, they have a right to exercise that. They can exercise their right as a human being. This has nothing to do with being an athlete. I'm just speaking as a human being. They have a right to speak how they feel. They can say what they want to say, regardless if we like it or not, or whoever don't like it or not. We can agree to disagree. Everybody gonna have different views. Everybody gonna have different opinions. But the brother Jurrell Casey is really on step to the right path on protesting the NFL and taking the backlash and the consequences that come behind it. Because a lot of brothers in that league will not take that risk with their careers in sake of it ruining their career. Not able to have money anymore, bringing in finance. They won't have an income anymore. Mm-hmm. They can't support themselves or their family. Whoever they feed, they got to feed the family. They won't have a name for themselves anymore. Their whole career will be ruined.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of brothers are afraid of that. I commend Jurrell Casey for standing up for what he believes in, because it takes a lot of balls to do that against a racist establishment, especially of that caliber, NFL, because the NFL company, these are old white racist men, okay?
Exactly.
Go back in the day, racist. All right. So
right.
their mindset is very closed-minded, okay? And they're very traditional in their beliefs. Everything is how they want it to be, how they see it. Mm-hmm. It's not diverse, it's not fluid, it's not liberalized, they just typical racist men who likes the way they pretty much have the same mindset as Trump. They want everything to be a certain way. So it's like a Jim Crow era. They have this thing where, black and white here, over there. They have their stance on LGBTQ, their stance on race, their stance on just everything. It's just one-sided. And it's whatever with that. But I just say with Jurrell Casey, good job, brother.
Yeah, definitely. Kudos to you. And 45 better watch himself too with his partners, because if you step on toes or step out of boundary thinking that you're going to be or do something higher than them, they're going to shut him down too.
Who are you talking about? 45?
Trump.
Oh.
45.
Oh, yeah, true. Yes. As Trump don't know.
And he definitely knows.
Trump knows
he's a smart businessman, not a president.
Right, he's a businessman, and he knows he's gonna get assassinated because that's the point he is. I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't putting it out there. Hey, the elite put it out there. Did y'all see the Simpsons episode when he was laying in the casket, assassinated? I didn't say it. They said it without even saying it. Just like they had an episode about Prince before he died. Mm-hmm. They had an episode in a subliminal, indirect way of Paul Walker before he died. Mm-hmm. So you see this pattern. And they don't just put stuff in cartoons just to put stuff
it in there.
And they send a message.
Right. And most people don't look at it in that kind of way. They think, oh, this is just so funny. Ha ha ha. Okay. Like a lot of these cartoons and even a lot of these movies that we go see. Thing. It's the same thing. They're putting it out there, but you're not catching it.
Right.
You're not opening up that third eye and really going deeper.
Thinking the Matrix.
Right.
Because that's what the Matrix was about. Red pill, blue pill. Jurrell Casey.
And they speak about that on Facebook too. That red and that blue pill. People not catching it. Some.
Red and green pill. You live and you learn. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say red. Red green pill. Was it red or blue pill? You live and you learn.
It's either the green or the blue. I thought it was the blue, but it's one of them color pills with that red pill. Like it's telling you, it's putting it out there, but people are just like,
it's a choice.
Just like these Tyler Perry movies. I mean, it's putting these Tyler Perry movies or plays he put on, like it's all showing you different things, but a lot of people, and again, I'm not judging you a lot because I was unaware for a while until I really had to be like, you know what, let me just go back and look at this or re-examine this in a different way, just like the music that we listen to, and that includes gospel music.
It's secular,
right?
It's not gospel, it's secular. Once it crosses over into other genres and is mainstream to the point where they're on the levels of other artists that's not in their genre, that's secular. And they're not talking about anything that pertains to
how you twerking in church.
Right.
Stop.
They're not talking anything that walks in truth far as following the creator, talking about, and standing on morals and living in righteousness at all. They don't talk about that.
Jamie! Hi, Jamie!
Jamie!
How you doing, Jamie? Honestly, I miss you. Yeah. We're gonna need to have you on the show. Please
gotta have you.
So reach out so we can get updates about what's going on with you, with your businesses, and bringing some tea to us so we can have some mojitos and some mojitas. Yes, you gotta come on our show soon. Hopefully you can come on before we go out of town in September.
Yeah, we're
not gonna say where yet.
Yeah, we ain't
putting it out there yet, but just know we'll be out of town sometime in September, so we would love to have you. We'll let you know, but we ain't putting it out there yet until we actually get to where we're going.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So please reach out to us, inbox.
Yes.
So we can connect, exchange numbers.
Yes.
Cool guy. If you haven't seen it, we're going to bring him back and touch base. He's going to come on. He's going to find the time outside of business and family to join us for a little bit. So we can catch up and let you guys know the real tea with Jamie Martinez.
Yeah.
Have some mojitas and some mojitos. So thank you.
You've been killing me.
I love it. I'm so glad. I'm so happy that you joined us, even if it's for a hot minute, whatever. Glad you joined us. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say with Jurrell Casey, I just think a lot of brothers need to get behind him because he's standing for something. They did that back in the 60s, didn't they?
Yes.
And when they protested against the NFL. And all them brothers risked their careers and their lives to fight with their people for, over the injustices that's occurring in America then, and it's still happening now, and nothing has changed. It's just a different level.
Different years, different level.
But I'm saying these brothers now in the NFL need to stand behind Jurrell Casey and have his back. There's no time to be, but having any kind of betrayal at all. Because at the end of the day, I got to just keep it real. Because white people stand with each other no matter what. It's all about unifying. It's all about support. It's all about being for your people. And we got to stand for something. We can't
keep falling.
Yeah, because everybody's for themselves. Everybody's looking out for themselves. And we can't win that way. We can't accomplish anything. We can't accomplish nothing like that. So we have to be strong as a unit.
Absolutely. I believe in that. It takes a village.
It does. Strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers. I mean, I can just remember growing up and the community, we looked out for each other. And if kids were disrespectful to the older or the elders, you getting that ass tapped. Then you going home and getting another tap of the ass. You
people in the community was whooping your butt.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It was getting it in, and
you couldn't even escape.
You couldn't escape it. So, it's about respect. And again, like Uno said, strength in numbers, being a village, being a community. We lost that somewhere.
And it implants in your brain when you working as a village. If you get whooped by everybody you live with, that implants in your brain like, okay, I need to be respectful of my people, period.
Exactly. You stayed in the child's place. You best believe that. Right. I don't know what's going on with some of these kids now. They're disrespectful. Well, first of all, to me, in my opinion, they don't have their parent or parents around, so they are raising themselves.
Right.
The parents want to fight you. If you come to the parent and say, well, listen, your child was whatever, ABC. And then the parents want to fight you. And you don't even have to be coming to them in no disrespectful way.
Using a very calming manner.
Right. A very calming manner. They want to fight you.
Constructive criticism and just telling what it is. Like, this is what your child did. Not out of spite.
Right. Exactly. So it's just we're lost somewhere. Yeah. We're lost in a lot of areas. But
I mean, that was it. That was the story I had for that.
Okay. Well, please go on to the next.
Oh, I wanted you to go to the next.
Okay.
Looking all nice.
Oh, thanks.
Looking all cute. Yeah.
Oh.
That Nia Wilson is definitely that one.
So we're going to talk about Nia. We're going to talk about Nia Wilson. Let me just pull that up real quick.
That's just ridiculous. That story.
So, just waiting for it to load up real quick because it did. It's funny, this weather in Georgia, whenever it rains, it can rain light or it can thunderstorm and lightning and go crazy. And it just messes up the whole the whole thing.
The whole vibe over here. Whole connection vibe.
So this article is on Anne Hathaway. I cannot get that off of there without it doing I can't get that out of there.
What if you hit okay? Would it do anything?
I don't know, but it's just disgusting. I don't like it. Okay, let's see. So, Anne, this is coming from ebony.com. My apologies. Ebony.com. Anne Hathaway acknowledges white privilege after the unslaying of Nia Wilson. I don't know if you guys heard about this incident that happened. Okay, so outraged by the recent killing of Nia Wilson, actress Anne Hathaway is using her platform to call out racial injustice and white privilege. The Oscar winner called the slaying unspeakable, offering her condolences while calling on other white folks to acknowledge the fear Black people live in every day. The murder of Nia Wilson, may she rest in power and peace, she was denied here, is unspeakable and must not, in all caps, and must not be met with silence. She is not a hashtag. She was a Black woman, and she was murdered in cold blood by a white man. White people, including me, she's speaking of her, including you, must take into the marrow of our privileged bones the truth that all Black people fear for their lives daily in America and have done so for generations. People fear for their lives daily in America and have done so for generations. White people do not have equivalents for this fear of violence. Hathaway went on, given those given, so let me say that again. Given those givens, we must ask our white selves, how decent are we really? Not in our intent, but in our actions, in our lack of action. Peace and prayers and justice for Nia and the Wilson family. And okay.
Yeah, read that there.
This pretty much says this. It says the same.
Oh, that what you just read?
Yes, gotcha. That says the same. That's coming from the Instagram of Anne Hathaway. If you don't catch what I just read,
I'm following her page.
But you can go and follow Anne Hathaway's page. She pretty much what I read.
Yeah, I should know who Anne Hathaway is.
She read. So this says Nia Wilson, who was 18, was killed while waiting for a Bay Area Rapid Transit, which is BART, okay, in Cali, train Sunday night in Oakland, California. I don't know if there's any more about this. Let's just see real quick. It's so sad. I mean, this is sad. She was suspect nabbed in fatal stabbing. 18-year-old woman again, Nia Wilson, black woman, at the BART station in Oakland, California. So they have identified and arrested a man who allegedly
He did it. Ain't no legend.
Who allegedly stabbed and killed a young black woman at an Oakland BART station on Sunday evening, ending a day-long manhunt. The San Francisco Gate reports. Nia Wilson, who was 18, was at the MacArthur station with her sister, Latifah Wilson, who was 26, when they were allegedly stabbed by John Lee Cowell. 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 Put your name out there. John Lee Cowell. Nia Wilson died at the station and her sister. In my close to 30 years of police experience, it was probably one of the most vicious attacks that I've seen. BART Police Chief Carlos Rojas said at a news conference on Monday. 2 other passengers reported to the police that they spotted Cowell on another BART train on Monday. He reportedly got on where police were able to stop it and arrest him. Rojas said that police don't have a motive as of yet, but haven't ruled out that it may have been a race-based attack.
No shit.
Latifah Wilson told ABC 7 News that she and her 2 sisters were on their way home from a family event where they were blindsided by a maniac. I looked back and he was wiping off his knife and stood at the stairs and just looked. And from there on, I was just caring for my sister, she told the station. I was in shock. I didn't know I was cut because I was paying more attention to my sister. But he just stood there like it was nothing. A visual for Nia Wilson was held at the MacArthur BART station on Monday and hundreds attended. So Cowell's arrest isn't the first run-in with the law. In May of 2016, he was convicted of a felony second-degree robbery, according to court records obtained by San Francisco Gate. So, oh boy.
That pissed me off. I mean, I heard about the story and I actually got on my page. I read it. It still pisses me off every time I hear the story.
It's sad.
And you can tell it was hate.
Right. This is hate. This was personal. This was real personal. I mean,
And I don't know, it just makes you not want to be around white people. I hate to say it like this, but it's just hard. It just makes you not want to be around them because it's like, damn, like, so this guy, just imagine he walked around all this time on earth pretending in front of black people, and then all of a sudden he just changed.
Right.
And he just decided, the hell with it, I'm just gonna stab a black person. I can't hide how I feel anymore.
I mean, that's
You
just,
can't trust them.
I don't really particularly trust anybody like that, but I get what you're saying.
Right.
You could be black, brown, green, yellow, purple.
I don't trust nobody.
I don't really trust people, but
either.
it's just so it's just, that's what I'm saying. And I know that real life everyday situations can be very depressing. But that reality for me can be depressing.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand to see my black sisters act the way that they act a lot of times. And I'm not hating, and I'm far from being jealous. But when I look at it, my heart, I just naturally feel some kind of way, because a lot of that is real, and then there's a lot of it it's almost like a 50-50. It's real life stuff that's going on, and then it's stuff that's already like scripted, so to speak.
Like stage event.
Right. I mean, every time you turn around, you
on
realize, there's love and hip hop, and you do have all the, and again, I am not hating, I'm not throwing shade. That's why I say I need to mix it up for me a little bit, even though, my more twist is about community and consciousness and all of that. I have to even be careful about the music that I listen to, because that can be very traumatizing, for real. But it's just so many reality shows that just have, it's a lot going on, and then you just hear all about this this was personal. This was personal.
Like
this was really personal, whatever it was.
I mean,
like, it really was hate, like a hate crime.
Right. It was a hate crime. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't trust nobody either, no matter what color what race you are, but white people are really showing their ass a lot lately, because I've been noticing this. Every time I turn around, there's something coming out about some racist person doing something wrong to a black person. Every time. Over hate. And it's the root of it is hate. It has nothing to do with anything else. Because it could be a black person that has all the money in the world, and something happens to that black person just because of the color of their skin. So yeah, man, I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, but at the same time, we gotta stop feeling sorry for ourselves in this situation, just in general as a race. What are we gonna do about this? Because this can't keep going on. When is these brothers gonna step up and protect these sisters when they out here at night? That's my problem with these street dudes. That's my problem with them. This hate that they have towards each other. You killing each other, and for what? You fulfilling the purpose for white people who has power. You fulfilling their agenda, and they enjoy watching y'all hurt each other and kill each other, when you can actually channel that energy to something that makes sense. If you're gonna be violent for the right reasons. That's my thing. If you're gonna be violent for the right reasons. So if you know all this stuff is going on against sisters, all the injustices against black women, because the black woman is the most disrespected being on the planet. If you notice, y'all need to be getting behind these sisters. Go out there with them at night, making sure they have protection. That way, if something happens, you're able to defend her. And that's why, and it's just agitating that black people put all this unnecessary energy to irrelevant things that has no meaning. It just makes no sense. It just shows you how lost we are. It shows you how damaged we is. It shows you how fearful we is. It just exposes a lot of things about who we are as a people, and no one wants to be honest about it. But we so scared cowards. Now, I know they had a big protest about Neil Wilson's death, but why did it have to go to a protest? Why couldn't it just have been bucking on the system when that sister got killed? There is no forgiving. There is no kumbayas, holding hands, protesting, talking it out. Do y'all see the white people ain't trying to talk it out? Do y'all get this through your stupid thick skulls or what? I just don't understand. Because obviously they're not playing. That's obvious. They're not doing no talking about it. They're just really showing action. Because that's all I'm seeing. Meanwhile, we get killed and what? We just get mad on social media and then we protesting and on the streets realistically, or we seek justice through the system that in good and well is not going to give you justice, because we already know in these cases the perpetrator gets off. White privilege, and that's exactly what Anne Hathaway was talking about. And speaking of Anne Hathaway, not just her, but another actress named Amber Tamblyn spoke on the same thing. And I'm just going to read this post that she has on her Instagram, and I'm actually following Anne Hathaway and Amber Tamblyn. But she says, she's basing this off what Anne Hathaway said. She's absolutely right. My fellow white women, where's the media for the targeted murder of Neil Wilson in Oakland? Speak up. I can't hear you. A high feminist tide lifts all female boats. Hashtag Neil Wilson. What I've learned, okay, well, this is coming from another person, but the post that she has above her caption, like she has a caption under it, but what she had posted, she said, I'm still waiting for your favorite white feminist to say a single word about Neil Wilson. And she has her name and hashtag. And see, that's another issue I have with black people. Let me speak specifically on black women. Black women, why y'all even align yourself with these feminist movements when it was actually designed to destroy you and the black man? When the CIA first set it up, and you go right along with the agenda, have no idea what you're getting into. So the white feminist movement was designed for white women to have power equal to their white counterparts, and also to infiltrate the family structure of black woman and black man in the children. So, and this is actually documented. This is not what I'm spewing out my mouth and just saying whatever. This is documented stuff. Okay, so you can go research it yourself. Hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Go do your research. It's not hard to find it. It was designed off that. So why the hell is y'all even putting yourselves in alignment with white feminism or feminism, period? And when Amber Tamblyn spoke on white feminists, she made a valid point, because you don't see none of them coming to the aid of black women at all. And I know they saw that story, so they can't sit and say they ain't seen it. Because I know them white feminists seen this damn story all over social media, because it's circulating all over the place. I don't give a damn what platform it is. It could be Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. So they just turn a blind eye to someone who lost their life over something, over a hateful person, their own counterpart. Now, so again, I'm going back to my problem with black women who claim they're feminists. You're supposed to be fighting for human rights, not your femininity rights, whatever you call it. Not civil rights, not trying to have rights where you have upper hand over black men, because that's what it caused too when y'all joined with the feminist movement. Now you're taking on the man role now. So that means you have no need for black men. Do you see what a problem is right there? So my thing is with black women, when they actually became part of the feminist movement, it takes away from what they have to do in their own community. Like, how can they help their brothers? How can they help their black men? How can they help the black children? Because we all got to come together and figure out how we can counteract this white supremacy, because that's what it is. So just call for what it is, because it's all it is to me. It's just layered in different forms and psyops, whatever. So yeah, that's my only issue. It's just, I mean, Leah Wilson getting killed and none of these white women saying anything, these white feminists, and y'all lying with these people, the same ones that say they got y'all back and we all feminists and we're empowering women and we all standing as one and we're marching together and fighting together. But when it comes time for black issues or something happens with race or racial injustice, they're nowhere to be found. Y'all got to think about that. You might need to disband from the feminist movement, period. You need to. How do you feel about this white feminists and just black women involving themselves in the feminist movement? I mean, I know you spoke on. I mean, she's spoken on this off the show, and I've spoken on it off the show, so there's nothing.
I mean, I'm really not for it. I mean, it doesn't have any interest or serve any purpose for me personally. Because I like to stand on my own ground. But it's true, I've seen in a lot of situations when things do occur, even if it's not as horrific as Nia Wilson being murdered, but I have seen when they do have like rallies or different things, it still seems segregated, if I'm using the right word.
Right.
Where the whites are here and the blacks are here. Like it's a facade. They're not really joined together.
It appears that way on TV and social media.
Right, like that.
Right.
And I know how we women can be. I am every woman hear me roar. I get it.
What are you, Chaka Khan?
I'm every woman. It's all in me. But no, seriously. Yeah, I'm just not a part of that. But to each his own, you know. There's definitely an agenda with it.
Yes, it's always been an agenda since the 60s.
Since time.
Well, actually further than the 60s, actually.
Yeah, later than that.
Right. I would have to say, what, the 40s?
40s, perhaps?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Somewhere along there. My number could be off, but yeah. If not, definitely early 50s. But yes, I have to agree with you, Jade. I feel where you're coming from.
So I just want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see that. So
What did you see?
It says Neil Wilson was murdered in cold blood while waiting for BART train Sunday night, with most news outlets remembering the victim with any number of standard photos of the 18-year-old. One station, however, chose to use a photo of Wilson appearing to hold a gun. Here we go. Here we go with the foolery of appearing to hold a gun during its report, and was immediately called out for attempting to vilify the young woman. During its report, KTVU Fox 2 used a photo of Wilson holding what appears to be a gun up to her ear. It was actually a cell phone case, which social media pointed out while accusing the station of trying to criminalize the slain victim.
That's exactly what they're doing.
So one person says, this is absolutely disgusting. This is coming from, looks like Instagram. This is absolutely disgusting. Out of all the pictures, KTVU decided to use this picture of this beautiful 18-year-old Neil Wilson, who was murdered execution style by a white man. This was an attempt to vilify her or vilify her and retract sympathy for her murder. Another person said, you should be ashamed of yourself for running that photo of Nia with a gun. Another picture said, that picture of Nia Wilson is a phone case. Fuck you, victim blamers. And I'm reading what people are saying. Someone else said, I can't believe that news outlet posted a picture of Nia Wilson with her phone case. And it probably just kind of cut me off right now because this thing is acting really crazy, unfortunately. Okay, so they were on Nia Wilson's side, and this is what these TV stations do daily.
That's what white supremacy do all the time, to fit their narrative, to make the murderer appear innocent.
Right. So this person says, based on what I read earlier, Anne Hathaway. So someone says, she is so right, but let me be the first to say I fear no man that walks the earth because of the God I serve that instructs me to fear him, not man. The reality is what Anne spoke on, and I respect the message she's sending out. It needs to stop. Thank you, Anne Hathaway. God bless you. Someone responded to that and said, this is the stupidest fucking comment I've ever seen. And we have to see a lot of you dumbass, sky dick, cult worshipers spewing your dumbass shit everywhere. Preach at church and shut the fuck up here. Way to miss the point and derail. Someone else responded and said, it's unfortunate that your words are so hateful. And the person, I'm not going to call out names, but that person who was speaking earlier says that she had the right pretty much to express herself, because I can't read it because the article. Oh, okay. It says she has every right to share her thoughts on this article. Her views may be different than yours. However, she deserves respect, not hateful words. And this is coming between black and white people leaving their comments. Another person says, someone is such a small and angry person that they only know how to communicate through vile insults, and shows the lack in your life. Seek some help for what has caused you such pain and learn how to have proper discussions. So there's lots of people with different views. And it's just, it is a shame. Like, how dare her? Like, those weren't my words. Those were hers. But I wanted you guys to hear it, because that's hate right there. What she just said. And that's coming from a white people. And I'm not saying this is all white people. I'm focusing on the
racist white people.
The racist white people. Exactly. Thank you. Because
we have to correct that.
We have to correct it.
Let's get this clear too. We don't hate white people, okay?
No, I don't hate no white people. Let me tell you something. I got it in my genes. It's going down generations after generations passed down. I have a tribe, a rainbow of different ethnicities in me. So,
right. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm black first.
But I am black first. Black yes, first, absolutely.
All day. And I'm unapologetic about
black first, Native American.
Right.
Okay, I am there first, and I'm not apologetic about that bullshit either.
Because they want you to be.
Yes, and
all lives matter.
And it would be nice. Honestly, it would be lovely if we could all be like all lives matter. But the unfortunate, but I know the unfortunate part reality. Of it is not reality. Not to me, it's not.
Not for Black people.
My life matters.
Right.
I can say that. And yes, I do believe that all lives should matter. I'm a humanitarian. That's in my DNA. I can't get it out. But again, as we said, the reality of it is that all lives are not mattering to people. If those racist white supremacy thought that they could us all off, I get along with anybody. Unless you're coming from a negative, destructive, hateful place, then I can't mess with you. But I can get along with anybody. And if you've seen any of our shows, we've had Black and white people up on this show. So
let's not act. Y'all.
Let's not act. We've had Black and white.
We can get on all people of all walks.
And we can agree to disagree on each other's views and opinions. That's all right. But it's okay at the end of the day. And when we're done with the show, we're done, and it's all love, so to speak, and we're leaving on a good note.
I stand on truth, blackness, Black first, and I don't back down from it. And I'm not going to feel bad about it, because I just noticed other races want you to feel bad about it.
Right. And I've lost people on my Facebook page. They've either blocked me or unfriended me because I speak my mind about different things, whether it's on this show or if I do it on my own. And that's okay. I'm not mad at you. Then good. If I don't fit you, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and vice versa. If you don't fit me, then I have to let you go. And it's not personal, because I wake up every day and I keep moving forward with my life. Mm-hmm. And that is okay, because I'm learning. I don't want a lot of people on my Facebook unless we're on a positive, like-minded thing. And people are really revealing themselves to me personally.
You mean on your Facebook?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Well, people are revealing themselves to me, whether it's a personal, as far as neither one of us are interacting, and I see that you're really I can put something out on my page, and the minute I hit send on it, somebody is on it. And you're not giving me feedback when I ask for feedback. Okay. And then 2, business. People showing me they ass, and I'm happy.
That's good.
Honestly, good. I'm glad.
That's really damn good.
That's good. Like real rap. Like that's wonderful for me. That gets me excited, because that lets me know you were no good for my chakra, honey. My alignment. Anyway. Right. So when I tell you I'm done with you, that's what I mean. My word is my bond. And when I'm done, I'm done.
Right. And
that is what it is.
And I feel the same way you feel. When I don't mess with you no more, I just don't. And I'm not going to be fake about it. If I don't like you, I just don't like you, and you will know I don't like you. And it has nothing to do with holding on a grudge and hate. It has nothing to do with it. But it's the fact that what purpose are you going to serve in my life, or even being associated with me? You feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. So how is this relationship ever going to work anyway? So you just go on your path and I go on mine. But I'm gonna feel how I feel, and I'm at peace with it. But I'm not gonna sit there act like it's gonna be something and it ain't, And I don't. That's the thing. I don't digress. I don't go back in my past. Once it's left there, it's left there. That's it. There's no rekindling it. There's no rebuilding. There's no nothing. It's over. Done.
Right, and it's okay.
And on my Facebook and Instagram, and like you said, people showing me themselves to me. They showing themselves, whether that's personal or business. So I thank you for showing your ass.
Yeah, thank you.
Give me confirmation not to mess with you, and then if it's me and Jade and it's business, That's confirmation not to mess with you on that level too.
It's all good.
It's all good with me.
Absolutely.
Hey, I don't mess with a lot of people anyway, so it don't mean nothing to me. I shrug it off like it ain't nothing because it ain't nothing. Like, I mean, life goes on. Okay, so what? Bye. That don't make me or break me.
Absolutely.
Whoever's meant to be around will. Who ain't, they just not. I'm on my path and I'm standing on my square and I stand on my truth.
Ashe.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Ashe.
Yes, ma'am.
Next.
Oh, I got one more.
Oh, please do. My fault. Wasn't sure where you was at.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Nia Wilson.
This article caught me when I saw the mental illness part.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta read this one. I'm like,
boy.
I
That's
hope
gonna be good.
Right. I hope they're not saying what I think they're trying to say. Cause I mean, come on, really? Okay. I'll just read it and see what it's soundhall.com. The headline reads, Nia Wilson, mental illness, and the celebrities who cried racism. The shining beacon of morality that it is, loves to preach to us about what we should say and do. On Sunday, July 2nd, at a Bay Area Rapid Transit, short for BART, station in Oakland, California, a grotesque murder took the life of 18-year-old Nia Wilson. The alleged murderer, John Caldwell, also tried to kill her sister. Thankfully, she survived. Caldwell's family released a heart-wrenching statement about their son and his lifelong battle with mental illness.
Here we go with that.
Oh my God!
Here we go with that. We got to throw mental illness on it.
Let there have been a black man, they wouldn't have thrown mental illness. They would have called him a thug, a murderer, all that.
Gang member.
And half the time they're not even part of no gang. They just want to fit it for their narrative make the black man and the black woman villains, and the white people are like angels. And that gives them justification to cause harm against black people. Okay, so let me go and continue to read this bull. It reads in part, first and foremost, we want to let the Wilson family know that our hearts go to them and are mourning for your family. This horrific tragedy never should have happened. John has been suffering from mental illness most of his life. And so the fuck what? And his mental ass should be taken the fuck out. Because that's how I feel. Shoot his ass dead. Fuck him and his family. All right. He has been in and out of jail and has not had the proper treatment. Okay, so knowing that he was diagnosed with being bipolar and schizophrenia, the system has failed in this instance. We had to get a restraining order at one time as well for our own protection. He was living on the streets. He should have been dead on the streets. But none of that seems to matter. For those who see the world only in white versus black, Nia was black and Caldwell is white. But ain't that what the reality is though? I mean, come on. I mean, how stupid can white people be? Of course it's racism. Of course it's white supremacy. I said that like 10, 15 minutes during this whole show. I said white supremacy. And Anne Hathaway, she spoke on how she felt. I'm not going to read all that, but she spoke on how she felt about Nia Wilson and white privilege and how white people who are privileged should use their platform to speak out against the injustices of black people that are getting murdered or taken advantage of or harmed by white people who are racist and white supremacy. Okay. I'll skip that part. Let's see. All right. No, Anne Hathaway. All black people do not fear for their lives daily. Not sure what kind of marrow you have in your bones, but it's making you delusional, which is true because all black people don't have fear. I think it's more to fear what they're going to do to these racist motherfuckers. If we ever, nut up, I think that's the fear we have. I think white people don't understand the capacity of what black people could do to them, obviously, because they're just pushing our butts, and how we're trying to find other ways to deal with the situation without, having it to escalate. But they're gonna make us fucking escalate. So whatever. I'm black and you definitely don't speak for me. Nia's Wilson murder was horrific. I can't imagine her family's trauma right now, so don't exploit it. Caldwell is a mentally ill man, so please, Miss Hathaway, stop this needless racial division and white privilege garbage. Nia's family has suffered an unimaginable loss. You don't know them. I don't know them. But I know people in these tragic circumstances need prayers, not propaganda. They need justice, not fox white guilt jargon. I mean, who wrote this? I get what they're saying, but it's true what she said. There's some black people that, I mean, I'm not gonna say all black people have fear, but a majority of them do. Majority of if it's to the point where the black father and the black mother gotta actually sit down with their son and tell him what to watch for as a black boy before they go on the street, what do you call that? They gotta really sit with them and prep them so they can prepare for what is gonna come now that they mark, because they came on this earth with this kind of skin, with melanin. They came here as a black person. What adversities they're gonna face? That's fear. Why should they have to do all that? Or whatever. That's just an example where that's fear based to me, being a black person. Where see, Hollywood, a multi-billion-dollar industry that profits from fake violence, gets selectively outraged when real violence happens, but not just any violence, only that which is reported by mainstream media, alleged or actual crimes against black people. Viola Davis, an actress that profits from a show about getting away with murder, asked when it will stop in real life against black people. Again, Caldwell is bipolar and has schizophrenia, but let's go with racism. Now, ain't no going with it. It is that. So let's base it on racism. Rose McGowan, a celebrity who has led the Me Too movement, opened in Twitter, indoctrinated hate is a deadly weapon. Hashtag Neil Wilson. Hashtag say her name. Isn't all homicidal pretty much a form of hate? Does the color of the attacker lessen or heighten the heinousness of the crime? And yet, not a word about mental health from any of these celebrities. I have to kind of disagree with that, but whatever. In this everybody has to know my uninformed opinion kind of social media universe, Neil Wilson gets reduced to a trending hashtag, and any pertinent details get shoved aside to make room for the predictable and destructible race narrative. That I do agree with. I've been writing about black exploitation for years since the tragic death of Trayvon Martin. Are there hashtag campaigns about white people being murdered? Isn't all murder wrong? Social justice warriors, too busy texting and tweeting to be bothered with any facts, are demanding justice like it's fast food. What? I just ordered it 2 seconds ago. It's not here yet. All they have on the menu are assumptions and accusations with a dash of twisted information. And that's why violence like this happens. Someone thought to be a member of an alleged white supremacist group, Proud Boys, was brutally beaten by a mob in Oakland. No amount of further violence will bring back Neil Wilson. What you mean? I have to disagree with that. Ain't this country built on violence? I mean, how do you think China rose to its prominence now? Would you think they just got there by sprinkling some magic and say, "Oh, we're a mighty race"? So, further violence will bring. I mean, not gonna bring back Neil Wilson, but it damn sure put some order here in America. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, how much protesting and talk are we gonna do? What is the last resort? What is left? Fight, right? Equals violence. That's what they understand. So the police going to keep shooting down black men, shooting down black women, violating black men, violating black women, violating black children, whether they female or male. We're going to protest, we're going to march, we're going to run our mouth. At some point, you get tired of being sick and tired, like you said, Jay. Tired and sick and tired. And guess what? The last resort going to be in their ass. And then now how you going to deal with it? This country is built on violence. I don't care what race it was. Every major war involves some sort of balance to whatever degree capacity it is. It doesn't matter. But blood has to be shed in order to get results. You have to make sacrifices. Same thing with these groups and organizations. I'm talking about in the Black conscious community or Black revolutionary movements. I mean, from the NOI to the Black Panthers to the MOVE movement to I would say hip hop. I would say what's another one? It was so many groups. I mean, from even the rebellions, even in slavery, all the rebellions you had. Nat Turner, you had the Haitian rebellion. There's many rebellions they had. They got what they needed accomplished. So no, I mean, the hell with turning the cheek. An eye for an eye. And last time I checked, I thought the creator set it up where you have a right, God-given right. This has nothing to do with man. You have a God-given right to defend yourself. Not saying you're promoting violence, you're not being an evil person committed violence just because, but if someone disrespects you or violates your space or want to cause any harm to you, you have a right to defend yourself. Do you not?
Absolutely.
So what is this person talking about? So what do you think is supposed to happen there? Because I need to know this. So what, you gonna sit there with some white, I mean, you gonna sit there with some evil white people? Like just like the Charleston situation. So after he shot those black people, you gonna
shot them black people in church.
And what did the black people do? Sit there and talk
and pray for him.
Kumbaya, hold hands,
and forgave him. I honestly I can't say that I would have been in that. I wouldn't have been in that mind frame to forgive him and pray with him. He would have had to been offed.
I'm sorry.
And I know we're supposed to. I know it's been said that it's been said and told that we are naturally loving and caring people, which we are.
Yeah. However,
clearly, like it's crazy because this man,
use that as a crutch.
Because he clearly said, I don't have no mental illness.
Right. He was real about it.
I was very aware of what I did.
Yes, he did say that. Dylan Roof.
I don't feel any remorse for what I did. As the officers take him out for lunch.
Man.
They took this fool out for lunch.
And these black people they love getting pacified. They just accept it. That's the part I don't get.
I don't know. How about you guys, if you listen to the replay? Like, would you have been so forgiving if someone would have, murdered somebody in your family or someone that you cared or loved for?
No, I would.
Or if you would have been in that type of setting? You would have been in a church or a mosque or a temple or a community center or wherever, a synagogue or wherever, and someone's just coming in and just spraying everybody. Like, would you have been so forgiving if that was to happen coming from a white person? What about coming from a black person? Would you have been like, for the non-blacks, would you have been like, well, let me pray for that black man or that black woman? All is forgiven and well.
No, it's not.
I'm saying this is.
I know.
Honestly, let's be honest with ourselves. I know it's uncomfortable, but let's be honest. Would you have been so forgiving if it would have been a black man coming up in your spot?
Shooting up the church,
or shooting up your loved ones in your home,
right?
Or masjid, or wherever.
No, you
Wherever.
don't want none of the prison and all kind of stuff. Call them all kinds of ends and yeah. Y'all been relentless. So let's be honest about it.
Right. Let's be honest about that. I can't say that I would have been forgiven like that.
We want to hurt him.
I would have been like, just had that cell open because I'm about to come. If I live, I'm about to go right on in there.
Right. And worry about the repercussions later. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, it's just some things you just got to stand on, man. Come on. It's annoying with this week. It's just really annoying me. I'm serious. This week stuff annoys the fuck out of me with black people. Come on, guys. We got to get out of this mental slump. Have some backbone. I mean, that's just weak as hell. Woo. Okay, well, I'm not going to read no more of this because I'm going to go a lot further how I feel, so I just leave it at that. And if you want to read any more, I will have this posted up on our Instagram and Facebook. Again, this is come from townhall.com, but you pretty much get the gist of the article. All right, and that's it for me.
Awesome.
Yes, that's it.
So we have 2 more before we're done.
Yes, ma'am.
The next discussion is going to be on Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather. The beef, and how it all started. And this is coming from hotnewhiphop.com. Floyd Mayweather explains the root of his beef with 50 Cent. It's been almost a month since the beginning of the most recent chapter of the public Instagram beef between Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent. There's been so much petty back and forth, name calling, that it's difficult to remember where it all started. Well, the recent escalation started with an $18 million watch.
Which is true because I saw that post.
The Jacob and Company timepiece that Floyd Mayweather bought at the end of June prompted 50 Cent to go on Instagram and tease him about it. The beef has continued to limp along until today when Floyd Mayweather appeared on Complex News to address the origins of his and 50's bad blood. The boxer, speaking from his gym in LA, began by clarifying, "I don't bash no one on social media. I don't talk bad about no one on social media. Read about Floyd talking very bad about someone on social media here." So in this article, there's links that you can click to read further.
He basically contradicted himself.
Right, he did that.
But anyway.
On the origin of the beef, Floyd described the time before when him and 50 were friends and would travel together and laugh together, and how it was 50 who initiated the split. "If you choose not to be my friend anymore, then so be it." Apparently, 50 tried to turn the friendship into a business relationship, a move which Floyd did not take kindly to. Me and 50 Cent were riding in my Lamborghini one day, and he said, "You know, I got the promotion company," to which Floyd said, "It took me from 1987 till now to build my brand. I don't want nothing from G-Unit. Whatever you got going on, let's just remain friends."
I respect that.
Apparently, after Mayweather denied the offer, 50 claimed that he owed him money. Mayweather's view on this, "I don't owe anyone money." Then they do have a YouTube video here where Floyd took out the controversial watch. So these 2 grown men,
they were lovers. So let's be honest about it. They was damn lovers.
Yeah.
They in their little breakup squirrel. Oh,
Oh, how cute.
He going back and forth like they. He going back and forth like some bitches. Oh, some female bitches.
Oh, that's so couple like.
Oh.
Oh.
50 is the master troll on Instagram. Let me tell you, because I've been seeing all his stuff. I'll be like, he don't miss nothing. That's why. What's that sister name? She do the official Bennett Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I forgot her
think
name.
of the name.
Is she on Love Hip Hop? I don't know which one she on.
Yeah, one of those.
Anyway, she actually had to do a discretion because she know how 50 is when someone says something about him. So she spoke on the whole situation, just why they even beefing with each other. Like, y'all both successful brothers. Yeah, you got money and y'all can do so much more, and they could just come together and do something positive.
Right. So when I clicked on while you're looking for what you're looking for,
oh yeah,
it says 50 Cent trolls Floyd Mayweather for spending $18 million on a watch.
Tammy Roman, that's her name.
Tammy yes, Roman. Tammy.
She's a trip.
The only time we'll give 50 Cent a pass for trolling. Earlier today, we posted on the latest spending habits of Floyd Mayweather, not because we care what he's doing with his millions, but because he spent a jaw-dropping $18 million on a watch,
which is stupid.
My new timepiece is called the Billionaire Watch. If you don't know about it, Google Billionaire Watch. That's $18 million on a price tag. He captured a video of his sparkling wrist jewelry. Could you not do something for like a community?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think he spent $18 million on no watch. I think that's a front, but whatever.
Might be.
I'm just saying. He's not rich as he appeared to be. I'm not fooled.
Might not. I mean, anything's possible with these celebrities. I'm telling you.
There's a lot of broke celebrities. People don't know. Just saying.
A lot of you guys on the last poll all echoing the same thought about how that money could have been used on a lot more important things. Did I not just say that?
You just said that.
One of the biggest trollers in the game has also thrown in his 2 cents on the matter, and that's none other than 50 Cent.
I just said 50 Cent is the biggest troll.
Man, they found the one in the world dumb enough to buy that watch. He commented on a picture of Floyd, followed by his infamous catchphrase, LOL, get the strap.
He be killing me with it.
Get the strap.
Get the strap.
Get the strap. So
well, hold on now. With their relationship, what kind of strap now?
Speaking of the strap, 50 just sold the rights of his 3 favorite words for $1 million. The slogan will soon be printed on different apparel for the MMA company. Viacom's Bellator. Viacom's Bellator. He really made something out of nothing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey. So the drama in the industry, the drama.
But see, 50 Cent to me is getting his karma.
Probably.
I'm saying that for a reason because whatever you feel, what you gotta say and read. I'm gonna read the tweets.
Excuse me. So with that, there's 3 comments quickly. One says 50 is right. It takes a special kind of stupid to spend that kind of money on a piece of jewelry. Next one says 50 Cent's turned into a bitter, hating ass bitch ever since his whack ass went bankrupt. Just shut up.
I agree.
And finally, one says spend this money whilst you're alive, cause you can't take it with you when you die.
True.
So again, those are not my words. I'm just reading the words of the comments. But
I agree with all the views, though.
It's just ridiculous. Like seriously.
But see, Floyd didn't say nothing to him. That's the problem.
Right.
He's always talking about everybody. I really believe he's a hating ass nigga, but
50?
Yeah.
I believe he's always been since the beginning of time.
Right.
He's just...
He really just thinks...
Yeah, some kind of complex going on with himself.
Right. He really thinks somebody's scared of him. You really think everybody's scared of him. Okay. If you say so. Whatever.
It's just...
That's why the gang used to go at him. He met his match. When the gang got with G Unit, he met his match. And even after the gang left G Unit, they had their little, back and forth. And hey, the gang kept coming back at him. Cause hey, the game is a master troll too. I have to agree with that too.
Yeah.
I have to say he's a master troller, but he ain't scared of him. He's scared of 50 Cent.
Right. And whatever he spent on it, whether it was all of that or some of that, like, you can't, like, I agree with this guy. He, like, you could have built schools with it. You could have built schools with brand new equipment, a clinic, a hospital, some community center. You could have done something good, right? A school. It says he could have done so much more with that. Help the homelessness, put some housing in,
let you know he don't care.
He don't care.
It's all about him.
All about him. That's how a lot of these celebrities are. It's all
especially
about
these black people. All people, like you said, crabs in the barrel. Everybody's for themselves. And that's why white supremacy keep winning. And you wonder why you keep losing. Because you have no loyalty. None. And you think white supremacy is supposed to respect you? Look how you act towards your own people. They're looking at you funny. Like, oh, damn, you do your own people like that, you would do me like that.
Right.
Come on.
He looks so fruit-like.
I remember this picture. This was in 2002.
This picture that I'm looking at, he just looks so fruit-like.
I remember when this picture came out, because when this came out, everybody was clowning him for this picture when it came out. This came out years ago. This came out early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. I remember that picture. He just looks so fruit-like.
Superman. Fruity ass Superman. Fruity Superman ass gangster.
Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at him.
But Floyd posted this on his Instagram. I'm going to read what he said. But actually, he had a team of people write for him, because Floyd he doesn't read or write.
Right.
Matter of fact, let me just read that first. I'm going to read what he tried to write. And that's when 50 Cent clowned him. Floyd said 50 Cent broke. He got herpes from DJ. His vitamin water deal wasn't not for 300 mil. You should just be in blogger, cause you stay in other people police business. He's trying to spell. Your own son, I'm gonna read it the way he's trying to say it. 50 Cent broke. He got herpes from DJ. His vitamin water deal wasn't for 300 mil. You should just be a blogger because you stay in other people's business. Your own son doesn't not even mess with you. There's a lot of people who hate you too. I can see that. A lot of people hate him because his fucking attitude, and he's always talking shit about everybody. Then he's not loyal. Like, he's cool people, then he just do shit to break that whole relationship with folks, because he just, I don't know. Do not ask to borrow money from me anymore. That's what Floyd was trying to write. Then 50 Cent says, this was Floyd's rough draft before he got his ghostwriter involved. LOL, get the strap. Hashtag Lychee Mind Jurrell. Floyd posted something on his Instagram, which he really read the hell out of 50 Cent. Like, he really shut him down. Like, and the thing about it is, when Floyd posted this, 50 Cent did not deny none of it, which was crazy. All he can do is say a joke. Now, if someone accuses you of something, aren't you going to defend yourself against something someone's saying about you that's not true? He didn't even defend it. So I'm going to read what Floyd said. Curtis confidential informant, Jackson. You're mad because your oldest son, Marquis' mother doesn't want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh and blood, don't want nothing to do with you. You haven't had a hit song on radio and who knows when, and you're definitely not hot enough to even sell records anymore, so Interscope dropped you. You're a judge of any rapper, athlete, or entertainer that's hot or got something going on for themselves. You're a certified snitch, and we got paperwork to prove it. You talk about Jurrell, but you stole his whole style and ran with it. I kind of agree with that. You're the only self-proclaimed gangster that's never put in work. You need to pay homage to the real 50 Cent. True. Because that whole story did come out that he actually took the whole style, image, and persona of the real 50 Cent. Okay, so for stealing his name and his storyline, your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell it, and you think that's gangster? Where at? You're currently living in a fucking apartment in Jersey. You're always in somebody else's business just to stay relevant. You should just become a blogger because it's obvious you don't have nothing going on in your life. Are you mad that Kanye ended your career? He kind of did, actually. I have to agree with that. The only thing you got going on is power, and everybody watches that because Ghost is a dope ass character on the show. You can lead a show. You can lead a show, everybody will still watch Power. But out here in the real world, I'm the real Ghost. That's not a mansion in Connecticut that you're in debt for. That's a dump, a money pit, an oversized trap house. It was dope when Mike Tyson had it in the late 80s, early 90s, but you couldn't afford it to maintain it. You're always talking about somebody who's broke. But the last time I checked, it was Curtis Jackson that filed for bankruptcy, not Floyd Mayweather. So quick to gossip like a bitch. Why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes from DJ? Where's your memes for that, huh? Or better yet, post on how your Coca-Cola deal wasn't really 300 million, you fucking liar, and tell how that spinning G-Unit necklace that somebody got robbed for was fake. Just remember, I was with you every day, and your driver, Bruce, was my driver also. I know where all your bones are buried. So be easy, Curtis Jackson. And by the way, don't ask to borrow no more money from me. Did he not read the hell out of 50 Cent? Mm-hmm. And he couldn't even, he didn't deny it.
Yeah.
None of it. And then okay, let me tell you, you just read what Floyd Mayweather was saying, how the beef stemmed from, like where it all started. But also the add-on to this, because there's a girl that Floyd Mayweather was messing with, and Floyd Mayweather was one of those what they call them kind of dudes that gets played by women. What they call that? He was a sucker. Mm. So I mean, that's basically what it is. So
they got used.
Yeah, pretty much. She played
him.
He got played for real.
Yeah.
So the comment here says she did what Bad Medina couldn't do in years. And then Bad Medina responds, I'd rather have a husband than a baby. Money isn't everything. Real love is. If you think he didn't try locking me in, better yet, knocking me up, you're wrong. I chose to leave and not have his child. Honestly, congratulations, you're going to be like Melissa, strong along with nice teens. I've loved, but never been in love. I still believe in love. And then 50 Cent comments, oh no, you supposed to be on top, champ. Shaking my head. You keep losing these hoes in front of everybody. Because the story is public about the females. Why is she saying she want love instead of things, and you done blew million? And he laughing. He got the emoji laughing. A nigga gonna walk up and walk off with that hoe that ain't got a dime. LOL. Hashtag Lychee mind you Roy. And then Bam Medina responds back and says, babe, get the fuck out of here. Just because you want to talk your shit about him doesn't mean you have to bring me up as a hoe. Never was and never have been. Fuck out of here. And then 50 Cent replies, bitch, don't ever in your life mistake me for Floyd. He tried to buy your love. I would have brought you a bus ticket. I'm different. I'm a different kind of nigga. You don't want no smoke with me. Then he responds, champ got 100 bitches, you been cool because he been spending the money, but you don't know you're a hoe? Get the strap. Then Floyd comes with a pose about his son, his oldest son, not the baby he's always with. And you can obviously tell. I mean, 50 Cent jeans, his facial features in jeans is too strong. Like how, even though it was with a lighter skinned chick, you can definitely tell those both his sons. He got strong features. Floyd says, hoes will come and go, but bloodline is forever. You want to address the world, but forget to address your firstborn. Don't worry, Marquise. Uncle Floyd still got you. I will hold little man down too, but you're still not sure if he really belongs to you.
The tea on that.
The tea. I got more tea. 50 Cent says, I must have hurt your feelings, champ. You had someone write a book. I'm going to take my time with this, so I'll get it all out. We are going to start with your 11 domestic violence cases. Wait a minute. I'll do them in order. Remember, you asked for this. Get the strap. Then 50 Cent comes again. He has a picture of word on the street is Future fucking your LA joint champ. That's where it came from. Future, the rapper. Y'all know who Future is. Everybody should know who Future is. 50 Cent says that's why you went and took that car back 2 days ago. 2 days ago. What the fuck? What the fuck? Take the champ's bitch a new internet challenge? LOL, get the strap. And then the last thing.
They just going at it.
They going back and forth. They ain't
back and forth. Oh my gosh.
And then Floyd, he posted a picture of 50 Cent. This is when he was real skinny because he did a movie. He had to lose all that weight. And he looked like a crackhead. And then, but he has a picture of 50 Cent. He got the rat in front of his chest, calling him, he basically a snitch. And then he has a picture on the side of that. He pretty much did the collage. So he got the $18 million watch. He's comparing 50 Cent net worth and his newest timepiece, basically. And then Floyd says, you're not supposed to be beefing with me. You're supposed to be beefing with my watch. Me and you are not on the same level. 50 Cent says, remember this post, please, because Champ can't afford to buy this watch right now. He make up shit. I knew he never brought the watch. He still be running around fronting, shaking my head. He think people stupid. I just said that. The gambling and girls got him every time. He'll be back hosting parties for 10K. Get the strap.
The foolery and drama.
It's funny though.
It's so stupid. And like, oh my gosh. So again,
like a broken up couple.
They acting like a couple.
Right.
Like I get the whole entertainment of it. It's just
it's ridiculous. Come on.
It is.
Y'all
like y'all
successful.
Seriously.
I feel like that's 50 Cent karma though. I mean, now someone finally got now someone gave him a taste of his own medicine. And you notice, and not one time did he defend anything Floyd said. Like if someone accuse you of herpes, you gonna be mad.
Heck yeah.
You know, he ain't not one time get upset or address the statement that Floyd made. Not just that, but his son, not sure if his youngest son is his. Or I mean, everybody know about the Marquise and 50 Cent relationship. That's no secret.
That's no secret at all.
Right.
Very much out there. His son can't stand him.
Right. It must be for a reason.
For a reason, like he just probably he's
a hateful motherfucker.
Just disrespected his mother, showed him no love, so he's gonna be angry.
Right. It's just crazy, and I mean, and why he's accusing Floyd Mayweather of domestic abuse? He did the same thing in his relationship with the ex. So how is he putting 50 Cent on blast when he needs to be putting himself on blast of the same things that he accused Floyd Mayweather of? But it's just ridiculous how
it is.
Black men are just going there just
back and forth like that.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm saying this is not a point because we need, again, going back to what we said earlier. It's okay to talk about tea and, and entertain foolery. But I mean, there's so much going on. These black men, they could be beefing with the people who are really their enemies.
Absolutely.
Because these white men in the industry are your enemies. They're your real enemies, not your own brother. And what are they getting out of this? Nothing. Wasted breath, wasted air, wasted drone. Yeah. I mean, what you're taking all this? It's just sad.
This is, I don't really even have, it's just stupid and it's stupid.
Right.
It's stupid. I mean, we laugh at it, but it's stupid.
It is.
It's entertaining for a lot. That's why I'm saying we got some tea to throw y'all. That's, but it's at the end of the day for me, it's just stupid. It's sad.
You got so much to worry about. That was the reason why I wanted to discuss it. I was trying to prove a point.
Mm-hmm. Right. Can we not do the money that he do have? Like that brother said in his comments, what about building up some schools,
right?
Clinics, hospitals,
forming a military to protect these
housings, yeah, that, and just so much community centers for the kids and markets with healthy food in it, not the junk shit.
Yeah, healthy food.
The healthy lifestyle foods. Like, right. Seriously.
And he could have took that money. What we really need, we need all what you just said. But the main thing that I know that we need, everybody keeps forgetting this. We need military.
Yeah, we need military.
That 18 million, he could have paid a whole bunch of brothers to form a strong military where they protecting their neighborhoods. And going back to Nia Wilson's situation, see, she should have had some protection.
Her and her sister
going out there like that.
Should have had protection.
They just fending for themselves, her and her sister. But yeah, it's just dumb, man. They could be focusing on stuff that can help their people.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, man.
Already, I'm exhausted from it.
It was funny though. It was funny.
It is, but it's sad at the same time, and that's not something that I need every day in my life.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
I don't need to just deal with that every day. I can get some of the tea sometimes, but I can't do that every day. It's exhausting for me.
Now I do like the coming out story of Michelle Williams and addressing her mental illness.
Right.
Now, that touched me.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Touched me because we deal with that as Black people every day. That's why I was touched by it.
Absolutely.
And she actually was, brave enough to speak about her story and what she's going through. And I commend her for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So our last topic, it's short, this article.
Right.
This is on Audrey. Audrey Stevenson was assaulted at the Potter's house, and it's not okay. Let me say that again, because I know it's going to touch some Christians.
You know how they're going to get in their feelings.
They're going to get in their feelings, and not like me, but I'm just a messenger. Audrey Stevenson was assaulted at the Potter's house, and it's not okay. This is coming from unfitchristian.com. Audrey Stevenson was assaulted at the Potter's House, Fort Worth campus. What happened to her even before she was assaulted by a man 3 times her size? It's not okay. Her screams and pleas for help echo in my mind. So I'm going to read this backstory. A church elder, an older woman, confronted Audrey for giving the visitors welcome during service. For contrived reasons unclear to senior leadership, this elder made an unilateral administrative decision to sit Audrey down. Sitting someone down usually happens when someone's committed an affront to the church and needs a season of repentance. Apparently, this elder was the only one aware of her decision. After Audrey completed the welcome, she was asked to come to a private room to discuss the issue. The elder then initiated a spirited confrontation, accusing Audrey of lying about not knowing about her sit down. After a minute of back and forth, the two and began to address Audrey. Unwilling to continue the conversation where she was being attacked, Audrey attempted to leave. As Audrey attempted to leave the room, the security officer grabs her and prevents her from leaving. After repeated requests to be let go and to leave, the security officer body slams Audrey to the floor. She can be heard screaming, pleading, and nearly losing her breath while insisting she's done nothing to be assaulted. She hadn't. The elder who initiated the attack stood silently as this woman was nearly crushed under the weight of a security officer who appears to be over 300 pounds. Next title, Welcome to This Space, or Welcome to This Place. The irony of Audrey being assaulted for giving a welcome to fellowship for church visitors doesn't escape me. Our churches are supposed to be a place of refuge, transformation, and most importantly, safety. It is not a place for your ego in leadership. It is not a place for your unresolved issues of jealousy, envy, or anger to be projected onto the people you're called to lead. Surely we aren't meaning to welcome people with unresolved toxicity into positions of leadership where they may poison others. Yet, the attempted silencing of Audrey's story seems to do just that. No, it's certainly not all churches, and this is not an opportunity to lament the Black church. Just as Black lives matter, when we are harmed by police, they matter when our church staff is reckless with both our physical and spiritual well-being. This has impacted Audrey and her mother, Heather Stevenson, more than we've begun to understand. Her mother, decades into her Christian walk, was reduced to tears when recounting what happened. Sadly, Miss Stevenson was also a member of the church and prayed her daughter would find a home there. Instead, a short year after Audrey began her membership, Heather found herself on the receiving end of a parent's worst nightmare. Hearing that her child had been harmed. Bullying has no place in our pulpits or our pews. Another headline, Your pastor is not above correction. Yet instead our full outcry being directed towards those who cause harm, Audrey is being vilified for speaking truth to power. As usual, when discussing people's toxic pastors and ministries, people's mouths are swollen with misinterpreted meanings of, from the Bible, Psalms 105, 11, 15, if you choose to read it. Let's be clear, we are all God's anointed. This is coming from, again, this is 2 Corinthians 1, 20 to 22, if you choose to read it. It's declaration that the anointed are all God's people, not just those doing duty in the pulpit. To do no harm means quite literally to do no physical harm or cause death to God's people. That scripture is not a pass to place your pastor in a state of being above reproach. There are numerous instances in the Bible where God's prophets and teachers are rebuked and corrected. As a woman, especially a Black woman, I cannot sit silently and watch a bright light be extinguished and unjustly silenced. There is no rational explanation for what happened to Audrey. There is no exceptional reason to silence her story. We don't need to tell her that there's a better way to handle it and really mean that she should be quiet. We should not jump to defend our churches and pastors before protecting the least among us. Your pastor is not or should not be your God, but more importantly, your pastor knows their accountabilities as a shepherd to God's people. And so this was coming from Danielle, well, it's coming from the unfitchristian.com, but Danielle Thomas, she's the one who wrote this expressing her feelings. So for me,
I saw the video too. I saw the footage on YouTube.
I need to see this.
I'm gonna send it
I have
to
not
you.
seen. I've seen Audrey, but I have not seen the picture. And I'm
gonna see the footage.
I wholeheartedly agree, because growing up,
that was a big dude. Yeah.
Growing up from the belly of my mother into church and being born, and I'm not knocking Christianity before anybody start thinking that I am. I'm not, because there's crap in every religion, walk of faith, spiritual path, and all that. Right. So, I've certainly have seen so much in church growing up, and seeing people worshiping these pastors, male or female, and things just happening in church and in churches I visited, and in churches that I've been through most of my life, starting from Jersey to Philly, because by the time I hit Philly, I started changing my spiritual path. I just felt like there was so much more than what I saw. And again, I'm appreciative for the foundation, but there's more. There was more for me, and so I seeked. And I've tried different paths: the Baptist, the Christian, the NOI, which is the Nation of Islam, the Sunni Muslim, and even to Buddhism. And so I'm at a place and space where I just prefer to say I'm spiritual, with the twist of, yes, I do chant, but with that, I've never worshiped man, as I've seen people worship men of faith.
It's stature.
Or stature, yeah. Like you putting him or her up on this
godly
pedestal.
Right.
I just can't.
Right.
So
you're not supposed to.
I'm not. My heart goes out to her all as well.
It was
because it's the whole thing is just messed up. This Potter's House, damn TD Jakes.
TD Fake, you mean?
Right. Is that his real name? TD Fake Jakes?
I don't think that's his real name.
Creflo Dollar. All these mega churches. Fred, what's his name? Whatever. He's a big one in California. And Joel Osteen. And I just, the
list goes on, man.
I've never been big on being in a mega church, though I've had past experience. It just, you got the ATMs in churches, and you got the people who are positioned to sit in certain seats.
You got to pay your tithes.
And, pay your tithes. That's really, to me, going where it's definitely not supposed to be going. And if you're living in the community, whether you're a member of that church or not, if you need some assistance, I think these churches should definitely assist you. Why do you need to go through all these classes, or why do you need to become before they can assist you, or why in order for you to become a member of these mega churches or these churches of, I guess, high whatever, you have to be in a certain income bracket, or else you can't get any assistance or even be a church member. Like, where they do that at?
I thought it's supposed to be a sanction.
Right.
That means anyone can come. Anyone is welcome. Come as you are, right?
Right. You're supposed to come as you are, but with that's a lot of drama with that too. If you're coming off the street, and you're whoever you are, whatever, and you're looking for some spiritual guidance, it shouldn't matter. You shouldn't be worrying about what that person has on. You're supposed to be helping them. Yeah, right. You're supposed to be doing it from the heart and helping them in a spiritual way. But church is not church
It's
to
a
me.
business.
It is a business. It's like it's a day club to
Fraudulent.
me. I mean, we're twerking in there. We're just disrespecting ourselves. We're and I'm not going to say all, but enough of them are speaking in these tongues, and you got the deacons, and
it's
the pastor.
demonic.
They all got these nice houses and cars, and then of course the wives and the wives of the deacon, like all the so-called higher ups, have all this money. Personally, I think worship you can do it sitting right here where I'm sitting. You can worship to the God or the whatever of your understanding. That's just the building to me.
The church is demonic.
It's just crazy. And then the whole you're drinking of his blood and eating of his flesh.
It's
like
demonic.
I'm just not there. And if other people are there,
demonic.
That is you. Because I'm not here.
But how does that sound? I don't understand.
I don't understand anymore. I don't. Again, I probably have religious or spiritual conversations with Uno, because a lot of people are going to get in their feelings, and I don't feel like cussing nobody out, because you got your opinion and I got my opinion. Whatever you choose to do, that is on you. Like,
I don't give a damn how it feels.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying you're you and I'm me. So
all right, Miss Passionate person.
No. I'm just saying, I mean, I can be you, and as you know, I can be
but
you.
I'm teasing you.
But I know you are. No. I mean,
it's cute.
I am. There are things I am passionate about. I'm just saying I choose not to be all like, people getting their feelings about their Christianity or back.
I don't engage in religious conversation anyway. I don't
right.
engage in that no way. So it doesn't matter to me.
And that's pretty much, and that's why
because
I'm saying
of what you're saying,
right?
Because people getting their feelings.
They getting their feelings.
Then they want to hurt you because you have a different point of view.
Right. If you're not of what they are, right. Like there's other walks and spiritual paths in life besides the norm, and it's just sad that you see it a lot in the black community in these Baptist or Christian churches. Not all of them, again, but more or less of them. That is just so much that's going on. So no, I know that you're teasing me.
I know. I ain't taking a person.
But I'm comfortable in my skin, and if I say I'm spiritual, that's what it is. I'm comfortable. I love it. You don't have to like it, love it, agree with it. I'm personally okay with it, and so I'm gonna keep doing me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't know, but my heart go out to her. I hope some justice was. I don't know if justice was.
It's not served. She actually did videos after this incident happened. She gave her feelings on the incident itself, how she feel about church overall, and really just the mistreatment and injustice that's happened to her, during the whole situation. So she talked about everything.
Cool.
And gave her honest feelings about it all. And no, so there's no justice yet. No.
So sad. And
so
they'll
probably,
of course,
I understand
and they'll probably pay off whomever to make sure, like, no justice happens. She might probably not get justice, because a lot of times that's just how it happens. How it happens. So.
I think as long as she stay vigilant, she'll probably get some justice. She stay vigilant, stay strong, and stay vigilant.
I hope she does.
I hope she does too. I'm just being positive. I just want to have justice.
Yeah, I hope she does. Audrey, what's her name? Stevenson. I hope you get justice, because that was just wrong in every way.
He should have got his big ass knocked the fuck down for that shit.
Like,
she's a woman, bro. Come on.
And then the elder was just standing there, like, watching the whole thing. Like, what kind of person are you? What kind of human being are you?
You should have saw the lady she was getting into it before the big ass security guard roughed up and threw her on the ground and put his whole body weight on her. She's going back and forth with Audrey as if she did something wrong, and she's being aggressive.
It's like it's like, there's a lot of things that are demonic to me with churches and and things like that, and people are hypnotized to me, like their minds, some of them are just warped, and it's just but that's your life. That's something that you got to deal with, and
I ain't gonna talk no further about this because I know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna hurt a lot of feelings. So yeah, I think we need to move on from that conversation.
Well,
I do have something to say about Bishop T.D. Jakes, though.
Bishop T.D. Fake. Go ahead.
Yeah, T.D. Fake.
Fake.
He actually
because he faked me.
Yeah.
That fool is fake to me. I have no respect. It's. I mean, they pretty much tell you all these big, high end pastors, ministers, and whatever, which all those names mean the same to me. But they tell you that they're in it to make money.
True.
That's why they have all these books and CDs out. Like they speak about what's the word I'm trying to use? They speak about
the words.
They speak about, like, I can't think of the word, but like the making the money type of thing. I can't think of it right now because I lost my train of thought.
All those money making scam.
Yeah, Creflo Dollar having a plane. How come you're not doing nothing in the community, son? Like, why are you focused on a freaking private jet for you? Like, I've heard people that donated, and I've heard people that are members of his church speak like, yeah, was it nice? Wasn't nice. So yeah,
it's just no excuse for black people anymore. I don't even want to hear it.
So do you, as I'm going to continue to go down my spiritual path.
Well, absolutely, but my feels on it. I mean, why y'all still following this shit? It's dumb. That's just how I feel. I can't even hold it no more. Like, yeah, it's just annoying. Everything's annoying to me that black people do. It's just annoying. Y'all actually fall for this shit? Like, y'all is, ooh, I see why the white people trick y'all. It's just easy. The full black people, they fall for anything. They don't question nothing. They believe everything. Black people got to do better. You got to do better. And church ain't the way, y'all. You got to do more than that. Got to do more. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to read the full statement that T.D. Jakes put on is a Facebook account actually called let me see if I can find it. It's right here. I'm just waiting for it to pull up. It's having a moment. It's loading though. It was a Potter's House page on Facebook. Here it is. Come on up now. He just said that as people, we still in a mental sleep and how we're brushing that energy off on other people, our own. And then even just how we treat each other. It's just really sad. All right, so Facebook. This is the Potter's House of Fort Worth. This happened in Texas. Just so y'all know, this happened in Texas. TD Fake issued a statement on this Facebook page. He says, March 27, 2018. While honoring our 2018 TORI graduates at the Potter's House of Dallas, an unfortunate incident occurred at our Potter's House of Fort Worth campus. To accurately assess the occurrence, Pastor Patrick Winfield II and I took the time required to evaluate the situation completely and without bias. Statements from all persons on staff have been reviewed meticulously to comprehend what actually occurred. While many of the extenuating circumstances are not shown in the video that was published March 25, 2018, this still does not justify the lack of professionalism exhibited by the safety officer we require and expect from all our employees. Emotions quickly escalated and a complete breakdown of communication occurred, resulting in what played out on video. I'm extremely disappointed and apologize for how Ms. Stevenson was treated and the ill conduct she received. Privately, we'll be reaching out to Ms. Stevenson to offer her the apology she rightfully deserves. The safety officer in question's has been a positive one. This unfortunate incident, however, has endangered his continuance with our ministry pending the outcome of a comprehensive review which is consistent with our protocols. Understand that what occurred was not handled according to our safety guidelines that all officers are required to adhere to while working for the Potter's House. Effective immediately, I have ordered a policy review with all of our safety officers to ensure that delicate situations like these are handled appropriately. Throughout our entire ministry, we go to great length to minimize as many inconveniences to our weekly parishioners while providing proper protection to themselves, their families, children, and belongings with help from safety and police officers. It is never our aim to ask someone to exit our premises, but when it's necessary, we will hope all responses are met with appropriate and professional behavior. We proudly and warmly open our church doors each and every week to thousands of parishioners each week from all backgrounds. We are taking immediate steps to ensure our employees continue serving our community and the communities of the world with excellence. Protecting the safety and dignity of all who worship at any of our locations will continue to be paramount. Bishop T.D. Jakes, Sr., Senior Pastor. Now that brother let slam Audrey Stevenson out. Is his big scary ass gonna use that same kind of power and energy on a white man? On a policeman?
I think not.
We're gonna be on where all that heart gonna be at then? That's where his energy need to go at. Why the sister had to be slammed down? Over some misunderstanding and miscommunication. And really he was acting off emotion when he could have just admitted to what he did or handled the situation. Even the sister that was going back and forth with Audrey, she was being irrational, emotional, and aggressive. She handled the situation wrong.
Right. So what is she gonna get?
The woman that was going back and forth with Audrey?
Like she just stood there and watched argue. She went back and forth. She stood there. She watched the man hurt the woman.
She allowed
Audrey. She allowed it to happen. So, and this is an elder that did this. Really?
This is an example elders are setting. And y'all wonder why the young generation don't respect y'all. Now y'all know why. What kind of examples y'all setting for the young generation? Why should they give a damn anyway about you? Why should they? What have you?
Is so sad.
What have you taught them? What have you helped them with along their journey as young black men and young black women? Nothing. That was piss poor. That video, the elder, that was piss poor. She set no example. I understand she was mad and all that, but she could have still handled that a different way. It's bother your soul, huh?
Yeah, it just do. I'm to the point where I don't even like going in churches, not even the fellowship, but I just feel uneasy about going into churches.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I appreciate the foundation to get me to where I'm at spiritually now. So thank you. However, they never say never, but my sincere, I have no desire to go at least join a church, but I've been in one, because I've been in one. And with my passion, this is my journey that I have to be able to feel comfortable enough to step inside a church, because outside of doing this podcast, I do have a motivational Facebook page where I've opened myself and said, I'm open to go to a church. So I don't want to feel uneasy going into a church to at least speak. But that's something that I have to center myself with and get together emotionally with, so that I can be the best person when I'm coming from a good place on speaking. But I'm open to, I
see you're not trying to limit yourself.
No, I'm open.
As far as your public speaking.
No, like I've said, I'm willing to speak in a church, a masjid, a temple, a synagogue, a community center, an
event.
Event, whether it's created by someone else, or perhaps one point in time I can create my own. Speak in a jail, a prison. Like, I'm open to do that. I've spoken shelters before. I've spoken at universities. So yeah, I don't want to limit myself. But whatever I'm feeling uncomfortable about, I have to center myself and do what I need to do so I can make sure that I'm comfortable in my space to do it. But yeah. So to each his own. Wherever you at, go forth. Go forward with
the stuff I post about Christianity, and they will not like me. I have a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it. So hey, do what you want to do. It's your life, your path. It ain't mine. Each his own. I'm done.
So we're done. We've definitely gone into overtime.
Yeah.
But we thank you for thank you again, Jamie, for just coming in, showing some love to us.
Appreciate you, Jamie. Thank you.
We appreciate you guys in advance. That's going to listen to the replay, which will be available. I will say this: if you're interested in being on our podcast and you're sincere about being on it, because I do not chase anyone. We do not chase anyone.
Nope.
If I ask you twice that I give you all the information and you say I got you, if you don't have me, I don't have you. I'm not chasing you down. I am just as busy as the next person. We are just as busy as the next person. So if you are sincere about being on our show, whether you are a small business owner, an entrepreneur, a freelancer, an artist in every form of what an artist is, make sure you can email us at our business email, which is chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. Again, that's chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. That's the starting point. Then once we go from there, myself and Uno will we'll talk it over. We'll if I can listen in when she listen in, if it's music, we have the same type of vibe as far as what the music that we like. Just please be sincere, because when flyers are made and when we're marketing, putting you out, and then you renege at the last minute, and I understand things happen, but when you keep reneging and when you keep saying, oh, just send me the stuff over and over again, when we've already sent you stuff, we are not going to do it. It has stopped.
No, so especially if you got the information, all you got to do is stop being lazy and go on your email and look at the email that we first sent you, instead of asking for the same damn information we gave you the first time. Come on, people.
Right. So please be very genuine and sincere if you want to be on our show, because we would give that back if you are asking us
to do something for you,
to be on your show or do something for you.
It's the principle.
Well. Absolutely. The principle and the respect of it. So also go check out our website, which is www.chitchatchewshow.com. Again, that's www.chitchatchew.com. I thank you. I am tired as I don't know what, so I'm going to be quiet because my voice is a little raspy right now, and let Uno pick up where I left off at.
All right. Well, I'm tired myself. I'm coming down. So is this pertaining to artists that want to send their music and let it be heard? Okay. Well, if you want your music to be heard on our show, send it to chitchatchew_show@yahoo.com. We're looking for a certain criteria with your music. So we're looking for something that has depth, something that has good content, something that has meaning. We're looking for dope music overall. It has to catch us. We have to feel it. So whether it's lyrical, whether it has a conscious aspect to it, storytelling aspect, whether it's just a real life song, true song, any of those along those lines, something that's different, that's not like what everybody else is doing. We definitely want to hear it. So send it. This is pertaining to artists, whether you are a singer or rapper. We're not playing nothing that is cookie cutter and that sounds like everybody else. We got plenty of platforms for that. Go take that somewhere else. We're looking for something uh we're looking for something that has depth, that has substance. Okay? And that's pretty much it. And send your social media info. A bio is optional. And yeah, that's it. So if you like your stuff, who knows? You could get on the show. Nine times out of 10 you will if it's dope. So
absolutely.
And plus that'd be a way to highlight you and your talent and what you got going on and help, give you a bigger audience, and let people know about you. So
Oh yes, one more thing. We do have sponsorship packages on there, very reasonable or affordable packages if you would like your business or products or services on our website. So definitely check that out. Check out all of our past guests or all of our past shows. We have a donation button or link where if you want to donate to our business, we definitely appreciate it because every penny that we may get from someone, whether it's services or products that we have, it goes back into the business to continue for us to keep building and so I just wanted to put that out there too. We do have a guest sign in as well. So thank you. If you have a particular topic or if you have a referral if you have a referral on someone that you think that would be good on our show, because we are uninhibited. We welcome all to our show. Definitely let us know that. And again, if you have a topic that you would like for us to talk about, we're definitely
throw it out there.
I mean, yeah, uncomfortable or not. So
let us know.
Please do.
Hey, it's whatever.
Absolutely.
We definitely open to it.
Absolutely.
I'll say that. We're open to it.
Know your self-worth and your self-care.
Be good to you. Be good to yourself. Have a great night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, hair grease.